I actually made it to 10! Hooray! 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 Top 10 indie games list. Now, keep in mind, because this is an indie games list, and a lot of people are very pretentious over their indie games. Firstly, this is my list, not your list. Some games that you may think should be on this list are not going to be on this list, and that's probably because I haven't really played them. For example, Teslagrad is not on this list, unfortunately, but it is a really well-done game, at least from the demo that I've played, and from what my friend James has actually suggested and shown in his review. It's a very good, competent-looking indie game, but I haven't played it, so it's not going to be on this list. That's just how it goes, unfortunately. So, if you have some suggestions of games that aren't on this list that I should play, please let me know. Braid is not one of those. I have played Braid, and spoiler alert, it's not on the list. Sorry. But enough of my rambling, let's actually get into it.
Number 10.
McPixel!
McPixel hits the number 10 spot. The only point-and-click game on this list, and the only one I've ever really enjoyed. McPixel has a charm and comedic factor that just makes me love it to death. I can't play McPixel without a massive smile on my face.
Number 9.
Faster Than Light, or FTL, is a space exploration game with permadeath. You command your own ship and crew and upgrade to survive to the end and fight the final boss ship to win the entire game. It's extremely difficult but really addicting, shoving new obstacles at you each time you play through. I never seem to get bored of trying new ways to make it to the end boss.
Number 8.
God, how awful it is to be a game developer. Game Dev Tycoon throws you headfirst into the glory and frustration of game developing, and the much-anticipated game delivers well, being an almost parody of itself. It's highly enjoyable to make Butt Battalion 2 and have it do well in the early 1990s.
Number 7.
I have always been
What can I do for you?
Torchlight and its sequel make the list. I highly enjoyed the Diablo-style gameplay with the graphics of Torchlight. I find both games highly addicting but not as serious or time-consuming as Diablo. It makes for a really enjoyable experience both alone and with friends. I'd like to point out as well that this is the only game on this list that I actually own a physical copy of anymore.
Number 6.
Our first revisit. Supreme Ruler 2020 is a strategy game by Canadian devs BattleGoat Studios. Without repeating myself too much, it's a fantastic game with a high difficulty level. I would only try this though if you're really into strategy games and like taking huge learning curves.
Number 5.
At the halfway marker, we get Terraria. The not-a-fucking-Minecraft clone game was taken by storm on its release and is still very popular today. It's no surprise that it's made its way here with my excessive Steam playtime, making it my second most played game on Steam behind Supreme Ruler 2020.
Number 4.
Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, a kingdom was prospering. But peace could only last so long.
Another re-return. Trine and Trine 2 are both extremely gorgeous titles and play brilliantly. I have no issue downloading these two games and play them again and again. A must-own for anyone interested in puzzle platformers.
Number 3.
This is a much newer release compared to the others. Shovel Knight is an NES 8-bit retro, mega, super inspired adventure RPG in which you follow Shovel Knight on its quest to rescue his friend Shield Knight. There's everything you need in this retro-style game. Overworld, towns and trading, platforming, and awesome bosses. A definite must for anyone looking for a good retro-style game.
Number 2.
Deserted.
Transistor is Supergiant Games' second game, and they hit the nail on the head yet again. The game world is beautiful, and everything in this game just shines. They take the narration style they had with Bastion and do it again here just as perfectly, blending gameplay and story into one massive chunk.
Number 1.
Sometimes a single look says it all.
No surprises here. Bastion is Supergiant Games' first title, and they couldn't have done any better. Bastion follows the kid as his world is taken over by the Calamity. It's up to him, with the help from a narrator and the safe haven, the Bastion, to figure out why this has happened and try to reverse it. The narrator in the game blends it perfectly with the story and the gameplay, but doesn't overdo it, creating a nice balance that puts Bastion over the top. Well, that's my top 10 indie games. What's yours? Leave a comment down below, and of course, thanks for watching. Did you happen to enjoy that? Well, check out my top 5 puzzle games, and if you're in the mood for a review, check out my Dust 12 video as well. Also remember to leave a like, and of course, subscribe.